you're looking for tomorrow, if you're up there, just go up and check it out and see if you can hit the triple if you like the heavy favorite, or maybe beat the favorite, and big balloons on the exacta. If you hit Brad 7-10 exacta and Justifies out of the money, hard to see Justify out of the money, but I don't see that because I think he'll be controlling the race. I think Justify is absolutely built to go long. I think he's got the kind of size and strength and speed to be very imposing, and I think he could set a very leisurely first half and then just jog. I could see that kind of race for him and just, kind of repel everybody as he clicks off these corners. Bing, 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 so we'll see what happens. They have good racing out here today. They actually have a couple of longer races that they use to set up the cameras for the Belmont because it's rare to have these long races. Like they have a 2-mile race coming up in just a little while. And tomorrow, first race is 11:30. There were some tickets still available. You could go to, as far as Grandstand, there were some seats still available. You could go to Naira.com or BelmontStakes.com and check it out. And again, the gates open at 8. It's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow. And the first race, I believe, is 11:30 tomorrow. I think first post. Pretty sure first post is 11:30 tomorrow on a very full card. the Belmont doesn't go off until like 6:45, 6:30, 6:46, something like that. So you got a lot of hours to go. The hard part is around 4:30 because what happens is they start taking about an hour between races, and that's when it gets a little slow. It's late in the day, places getting jammed, the box area gets jammed when I'm here, and because people want to be in a good position to see the big race, and all of a sudden you get jammed in there and there's not a lot of action going on. That's the hardest part. The early part of the day is fine. Very good racing, and the crowds aren't bad. But then late in the day, you get really a couple of wild hours where everybody's jammed in. They want to see who's here, what politician, what celebrity, whatever, and guys who are here. Stevie Van Zandt was here today. I met him up in the trustees room before. He was here today with somebody who was running horses. What do you got for me? Here we go. We got a couple of calls. We'll squeeze a couple in before we check in with Eddie, and we tell what other Met got hurt in the last 15 minutes. If you're just joining us, Syndergaard doesn't go Sunday. Lugo does. Familia goes right now to the DL, and Cespedes will rehab tonight in AA. Mark in Belmore. What's up, Mark?
Hey, Mike. How's it going? We got a split carload heading to the Mets-Yankee game tonight. We got the grandfather and the kids and everybody. But anyway, It's going to be it's still fun and it'll be exciting. But let me ask you a question. Obviously, the Mets need to generate some offense. But how many times can you, with this shift, how could you not be hitting against the shift? Can somebody bunt the ball down third base or slap the ball the other way? How many times can you get thrown out in short right field at first base?
Well, you're especially alluding to Gonzalez, who does it all the time.
Just all of them. Bruce gets thrown out. Bruce gets thrown out at first.
Bruce is
throughout baseball.
Yeah, he's paid to hit home runs. The guys who are paid to hit home runs, you understand they're trying to hit home runs. I mean, that they don't want to hit ground balls at all. They know that. Like people used to complain about Teixeira, same thing. But Teixeira was trying to hit the ball in the seats. Bruce is trying to hit the ball in the seats. I mean, he's not trying. Now there could be a spot where, if you had a big spot where a guy needed a single and they leave the left side wide open, I'd say go ahead, slap the ball into the hole there and just take your single.
I mean, I saw the Cardinals do it against the Pirates last week. And there's not a play. You're having a guy pick up the ball.
Well, you stop guys from doing it.
He's running from second base to do it. I'm saying just do it until they stop doing it against you. If it takes one game,
well,
first
of all, it's not as easy. It's not as easy. It's not like every hitter can just put the ball where he wants. He can't. I mean, some of these guys can, some of them can't. Now there are guys who can do it, and the guys who could do it, you got to keep them honest. If I were hitting and I was slumping, and thanks for the call. If I was slumping, I would do it. I would definitely do it, and then get him out of it because I'd hate if I were a hitter and I'd hit a ball right up the middle. Like I saw a ball off the bat the other day, and it was right over the second base bag, a line drive, and I said, base hit. Boom, second baseman's right there to pick the ball up and throw it out of first. But I'm like, 10 years ago, that guy's not there. So you got to move guys back into an advantageous position. If you got a guy playing you over there and nobody's playing a regular second base, well then, or you're playing so deep you got a short right fielder there, drag a bunt if you're left-handed. CJ in the Bronx, what's up, CJ? CJ going once. All right, Hector in Washington. Oh, is this CJ?
Mike, yeah, it's CJ.
Go ahead, what's up?
What's going on? Really quick, I have an NBA question for you. I don't know if today you've seen a lot of the rumors about Kyrie Irving coming to the Knicks in 2019. I just want to see, do you think that's, ever going to happen, or is that just smoke?
I haven't heard that. I haven't seen Kyrie Irving coming to the Knicks. I would be very surprised. I mean, I don't even have anything to go on where I even know that there's any foundation in that. I would be.
Yeah, supposedly.
And what are they, for what? What are they getting?
Well, supposedly there's been talks that he said that he would like to come to the Knicks and play for the Knicks.
I have not.
I don't know how true that is.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know. I think he very much wants to play. Thanks for the call. I think he very much wants to play for the Celtics. I think the Celtics want to put Hayward, and Tatum on the court together, and they already said they want to try and keep Smart and Rozier on the team. That's a lot of guys to keep on that team. But they could be very, very good next year. Now, it doesn't mean they're unbeatable, but they could be very good. Hector in Washington Heights, what's up, Hector?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good, what's happening?
Not much. Hey, Mike, I'm just, listen, as a Mets fan who's going to be at 2 games this weekend with no hope, right? I would love nothing more to see Cespedes playing in these games.
I agree.
But it kind of bothers me because everyone is saying, like, he doesn't want to play.
Well, tell me this. Tell me this, Hector, honestly.
Yes.
He hasn't played in a month, okay? His last game was May 14th. He's going to go play first we heard that he wasn't ready, okay? And that was good information. He wasn't going to be playing in this series. That's what they told me yesterday, and it turned out to be exactly accurate. I knew it would be considering where it came from. And then I hear he's going to go rehab tonight. Well, if he can rehab tonight, which means he's going to go up and hit, and he's going to run enough to play in the game there, he couldn't play in the game here?
Okay, well, my thinking is this, Mike. Do you think maybe the team doesn't want to risk it? And he goes out there, he gets hurt. Now he's back on the DL again, another 10, 15, 20
well,
days.
then what is he doing? So you're saying tonight he can just go there and jog half speed and he doesn't have to worry about it?
No, I'm not saying he can jog half speed, but at least they can see if he can go through a game without getting hurt before bringing him up, and then now we lose more time. I
have to admit, I was surprised. I have to admit, when I was told yesterday that it was highly unlikely he would play in the series, I have to admit I was surprised today to hear that he was going to go rehab today in Trenton.
I'm surprised too. But I mean, this is a guy that they pretty much had to force to go on the DL because he wanted to keep playing. So when I hear guys,
I am not calling. Nobody's saying he's dogging it, okay? Because nobody knows, and anyone who says he's dogging it just doesn't know.
Boomer says it all the time, Mike.
Well, listen, I mean, that's his business, but I don't know how Boomer would know that because you just don't know if a guy's dogging it or not. And Boomer, being a professional athlete, should know that better than anybody, that you just don't know if a guy's dogging it or not. You can say it, but I tell you something. I told you, I saw it. We all went through it with J.R. Richard, and they had guys on his team that were questioning that he didn't want to play, and it turned around that they couldn't find out that he'd had a stroke. He's telling people he's just not right, and it turned out that they found that he had actually suffered a stroke. So everyone said, we apologize. So I don't like doing that because I have no reason to believe that Cespedes wouldn't play if he's healthy. I have nothing to go on unless I have, and thanks for the call, unless I have evidence that there's some reason that he's not playing and he's healthy. The one thing I would say, though, is I do think it looks weird that he's going to rehab tonight. Now, that tells me that he's clearly feeling better. Otherwise, why is he rehabbing tonight? Now, maybe they tell him to go there tonight and not go full speed, and they don't want him to do that in the Met-Yankee game. That's possible. I guess that's probably how they'd explain it. But I don't like the visual tonight of him not being able to play here, but being able to go play in the minor league game. Dennis in Astoria. What's up, Dennis?
How are you?
What's up?
I think Bob Baffert and Chad Brown is the best trainer in America. Hey, what do you think?
Well, I mean, obviously Baffert is. There's no question. The other one is
Chad
Fletcher.
Brown on the grass. You can't beat him on the grass.
Oh, no. Chad Brown wins a lot of races. I mean, hey, listen, thanks for the call. Chad Brown wins a lot of races. He absolutely does. He wins a tremendous – he's got a great stock. You know, Chad Brown, Fletcher, they're going to win 1 million races. Mott is going to – I mean, Mott wins races, but, I mean, those two, Chad Brown, Fletcher, and then, of course, Baffert. I mean, they win. They win. Chad Brown wins all the time. Absolutely true. Jerry in Brooklyn. What's up, Jerry?
Does Sandy Alderson get a pass because he's fighting the cancer?
Hey, listen, that's a personal thing. I don't, we all wish him well, and we all know he's going through some kind of fight. He keeps it very private. I think you judge Sandy just like you judge every other general manager. Just judge him on what he's doing. That's all. Don't bring that. I don't think Sandy is the type of guy, and thanks for the call, who you would want that to be brought up. I don't think, now we all want to be completely sympathetic to that. But again, when I think about talking about his performance, I think about talking about his performance just as, here's the baseball players, here's what we did, here's what we didn't do. Look at it from that standpoint and not try to make it about anything else. So I don't think that's really come up that much, and I think that's how he wants it, which is admirable. Back after this.